How can a simple burger become the biggest fast food chain in the world, a company that serves over 60 million people every single day? But the real story behind McDonald's is way crazier than you think. In this video, you'll discover how McDonald's built a billion-dollar empire and why it's actually not really a burger company. The beginning. How can a simple burger become the biggest fast food chain in the world? To understand that, you have to go back to a small restaurant in California in the 1940s. Two brothers, Richard McDonald and Maurice McDonald, weren't trying to build a global empire. They weren't thinking about international markets, billion-dollar valuations, or global branding. They were focused on something much simpler and much more practical. They were trying to solve a problem that almost every restaurant at the time struggled with: speed. Back then, eating out was a slow experience. Restaurants had massive menus with dozens of options. Waiters moved back and forth, taking orders, delivering food, and often making mistakes. Kitchens were chaotic. Orders got mixed up. Customers had to wait, and wait, and wait. It was inefficient, unpredictable, and frustrating. But the McDonald brothers saw an opportunity hidden inside that chaos. They realized that if they could simplify everything, strip it down to the essentials, they could deliver food faster than anyone else in the market. So they did something that seemed almost crazy at the time. They eliminated complexity. They reduced their menu to just a handful of items: burgers, fries, and drinks. No unnecessary choices. No complicated recipes, no wasted time. Everything had a purpose. Everything had a process. And that simplicity became their biggest advantage. It allowed them to focus entirely on speed, efficiency, and consistency. Three things that would later define the entire fast food industry. But the real breakthrough wasn't just the menu. It was the system behind it. They introduced what became known as the Speedee Service System, a method that completely reimagined how food could be prepared and served. Instead of having workers do multiple tasks, they broke the process down into individual steps. Each worker was responsible for one specific role. One person grilled the patties. Another assembled the burgers. Another handled the fries. Every movement was planned. Every second was measured. It was like an assembly line, but for food. And just like a factory, it removed guesswork. It removed delays. It removed inefficiency. What remained was a perfectly synchronized operation where food could be produced quickly, consistently, and at scale. The result was something the industry had never seen before. Customers got their food in seconds, not minutes. Prices were lower because operations were more efficient. And most importantly, the entire system could be replicated. Not just in one location, but anywhere. At that moment, something bigger than a restaurant was created. It wasn't just about serving burgers anymore. It was about building a model, a blueprint that could be copied, scaled, and expanded far beyond what the brothers originally imagined. The game changer. Then came the man who saw what others didn't. Ray Kroc wasn't a chef. He wasn't even in the restaurant business. He was a struggling salesman selling milkshake machines. But when he visited the McDonald brothers restaurant, something clicked instantly. He didn't just see burgers. He saw a system that could take over the world. Kroc realized that this wasn't just about one successful location. This was something that could be replicated across cities, across countries, across continents. So he made a deal. He became the franchising agent for McDonald's. And from that moment, everything changed. But here's where things get interesting. The brothers were cautious. They wanted control. They cared about quality. Kroc, on the other hand, was obsessed with scale, expansion, growth at any cost. That tension eventually turned into a turning point. Kroc bought the company. And once he had full control, he moved fast. Franchise after franchise, city after city. Standardized systems, identical menus, strict rules, no variation. If you walked into a McDonald's in one place, it had to feel exactly the same in another. That consistency became the brand, and that brand started spreading like wildfire. The genius secret. Now here's the part most people don't realize. McDonald's isn't just a fast food company. In many ways, it's a real estate empire. This idea was heavily shaped by Harry J. Sanborn, one of the key figures behind the company's financial strategy. And his thinking changed everything. Instead of simply franchising restaurants, McDonald's began buying the land. Then, they leased that land to franchise owners. Let that sink in. The franchisee doesn't just pay for using the brand. They also pay rent to McDonald's. That creates something incredibly powerful. Predictable income, long-term control, financial stability. Even if a specific location struggles, the land itself still holds value. And in prime locations, busy streets, highways, city centers, that value only increases over time. So while customers see burgers, fries, and soda, McDonald's sees assets, properties, cash flow. This is why many insiders say the same thing. McDonald's doesn't sell burgers, it sells locations. And the burgers? They're just the product that keeps the machine running. Global domination. Today, McDonald's operates in over 100 countries, serving more than 60 million customers every single day. But here's the surprising part. It didn't conquer the world by staying the same. It conquered the world by adapting. In India, beef is removed entirely from the menu, respecting cultural and religious values. Instead, items like the Makalu Tikki take center stage. In Japan, you'll find unique flavors that match local tastes. In the Middle East, menus are tailored to regional preferences. Everywhere McDonald's goes, it studies the culture, the habits, the expectations. Then it adjusts. But at the same time, it keeps something constant: the experience, the branding, the logo, the feeling of familiarity. No matter where you are in the world, walking into McDonald's feels recognizable, safe, predictable. And that balance between global consistency and local adaptation is what turned McDonald's into a global icon. It's not just selling food, it's selling comfort. The system behind the empire. Behind the golden arches, there's something even more powerful than branding. There's a system. McDonald's has spent decades perfecting operations down to the smallest detail. From how fries are cooked to how long a burger sits before being served, everything is measured, timed, controlled. Employees are trained through systems like Hamburger University, where consistency is treated almost like a science. Supply chains are optimized globally, ingredients are standardized, equipment is designed for efficiency. Even the layout of the kitchen is engineered to reduce movement and increase speed. And now technology is taking it even further. Self-order kiosks, mobile apps, AI-driven recommendations, automated processes. The goal hasn't changed since the 1940s. Speed, consistency, efficiency, just executed at a global scale. Conclusion plus cliff changer. So when you look at McDonald's, you're not just looking at a fast food chain, you're looking at a system, a strategy, an empire built on speed, consistency, and one of the smartest business models ever created. From a small restaurant in California to a company that feeds millions every day. That kind of growth doesn't happen by accident. But here's the real question. Can this model survive the future? Because the world is changing. Health trends are shifting. Competition is growing. And customers are becoming more aware of what they eat. So will McDonald's continue to dominate? Or is this empire about to face its biggest challenge yet? What do you think about McDonald's? Genius or overrated? Drop your opinion in the comments, and if you want more stories like this, make sure to like and subscribe.